So, hello guys, Lavakar, how are you doing?
Nice.
Yes,
Hey.
how are you today?
I'm doing good. We met this awesome guy who had a Latvian flag, who was not Latvian. It's already made our day, yeah.
So, at first, can you please introduce yourself to people who doesn't know you yet?
So we are Latvian.
That's it.
Mēs esam latviešu grupa. Citi Zēni. Mēs spēlējam kopā jau 4, 5 gadus. Izveidojāmies spontāni.
I hope it got it
Yeah.
all, yeah.
Yeah. We're Citi Zēni. We come from Latvia. We are participating in this year's national selection Supernova for Latvia. This is Dagnus.
Yeah.
This is Christianus. This is Reinus. This is Toms. That is Toms too.
This is Giannis.
Hey! And yeah, happy to meet you.
Great. So, how did your music career started?
Oh my.
Right.
On accident. I don't know. I think the journey has been very individual for each of us separately, but then as a band though, 5 years ago. Yeah. 5 years ago, as soon as the lockdown started, we started a band.
But before, very much karaoke.
Yes.
A lot of karaoke.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to the semifinals
Yeah.
of the local karaoke.
We
Yeah.
started with the You Can Leave Your Hat On.
Yes.
Then we
Steppenwolf, Born to Be Wild, because I loved the things on the screen.
Sexy
Yeah.
Back.
Yes.
Also.
Tequila.
Yeah,
One of our
tequila,
favorites,
yeah, that's all-time
Signature.
favorite.
Country.
Take me home to the place I belong. Virginia, Mama, take me home.
Country roads.
Yes, that.
So, what message do you want to spread with your music, with your songs?
Love?
Love.
No, I think quite seriously, we've written a song that raises a lot of questions. At least I would hope that it would. Because do you know what runtime means?
No, I think no.
Bam, that's the whole thing because nobody does. You're not the only one. We don't know what it means as well. Because it's a thing that comes from the national music. It's sort of a chorus thing, a sing-along that you would have in national songs, but it has no meaning. It's one of the rare things that everybody knows what it is here, but nobody knows like what it is at the same time. So what's the message that we want to spread? I think love, food, eating healthy, living the life to the fullest, doing whatever you want, really, because it has no meaning.
Yes, exactly. So, what changed for you after the Eurovision Song Contest in 2022?
A lot, man.
Well, we gained a lot of weight. We got a new band member. We experienced a lot, and there's a normal answer coming up from Giannis right now.
Yeah, we've been touring a lot. Well, yeah.
I think we've played a lot of gigs. We've worked on ourselves, on our music, trying to figure out what we are and who we want to be. And I think it was a massive blessing 2022 and going to Eurovision and having an opportunity to experience that, having an opportunity to be a part of the Eurovision community. I mean, you guys are fucking wild, aren't you? There's really a hard way of phrasing it, what exactly it is. And that's the reason why we always left the option open that we might try to do it again for multiple reasons. I think primarily because we feel that we have something unfinished that we want to continue doing. Secondly, because we think that we can write more songs that would be appropriate for Eurovision and for us. More appropriate, not like the previous one. And most importantly, because we just loved the experience, and there's no way of taking anything away from it. It's a wonderful thing to be doing, and if it helps us to build some moment of pride for the small Latvian nation behind us, then yeah, let's go. It's the best thing to be doing, really.
So during the contest in 2022, which was held in Italy, there was a technical issue when the big like sun was broken. And did it affect your performance somehow?
Yes.
Yeah, but well, it did affect like everyone's performance.
Yeah.
So
So it's basically even playing
Yeah.
field, right?
Yeah, I think so as well. And yeah, so our initial performance was based around the fact that we would have the one shot and we would be walking through the kinetic sun as it would be spinning around the stage. When we got to know that it does not spin, obviously it was a massive bummer. But then again, it is what it is. Technical difficulties sometimes happen, and it's I mean, we have to be professional at that moment, and instead of looking for blame, just find the best solution. And in our case, I hope that we found a solution.
yeah,
Yes.
Johannes was practicing to walk in circles for like 3 months,
Yeah, that's true.
and in the end, he didn't get to do it.
Yeah.
So your previous entry, It's Your Salad, was in English, but now it's in Latvian. Why did you decide to do it in Latvian this time?
We forgot English in 3 years.
Actually, Ramtai at first was in English. We wrote
Yeah.
the song in
First
English,
was.
but then it turned out to be better in Latvian.
The song's meaning is in Latvian. I think it symbolizes the whole point of an idea
And
of Latvians. Yeah.
even though we're a really small nation that constantly whines about the fact that we don't have a really great demographic situation, meaning that not enough of us are born and too many of us die, we are really proud about the language. And I think that the secret language that we have is one of the most beautiful things that we could share with Europe, especially because it hasn't been done in such a long time, right? Latvian language has not been in a part of the Eurovision Song Contest for quite a bit. And most importantly, because I think we could really use something fun, something genuine and happy between all the things that are still ongoing in the world. And I think the weirdest part about all of this journey is that in 2022, a part of the world went to shit, and it has not come back yet. And I'm really surprised. It's 2025, isn't it? So we still believe that the message is relevant, that we need a little bit of sunshine amongst all those different clouds that we face.
A little Ramtai.
Yeah, a little bit of Ramtai, a little bit of Spaka.
Yeah, exactly. So is there any deeper meaning behind Ramtai?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you have something similar where you're from, but as I said, it's a chorus, right? This word Ramtairidi Ralala, it's a chorus from a folk song, and so what we tried figuring out was, I think the song came from the question, what exactly does it mean? Does it have a meaning? And we figured out that it doesn't have a definition in the dictionary per se. So really, you can appoint it with any meaning that you want, and it's beautiful because I don't know a lot of words that do that in the world, and even more so, instead of it being undefined, I just think that it's something that cannot be put into words, and that makes it even more beautiful. And it's a part of our culture, and at the same time, I hope that we've done a good job in putting a modern twist on it. I think that when we wrote the song, we were trying to figure out what does it mean being Latvian today, here and now. I mean, it doesn't mean that we're walking around in traditional costumes every day, right? And that we would be doing all the traditional things every day, all the time. Instead, it means that we can go and celebrate like a national holiday, for example, and pull a log around the house because it's a tradition, and fine, why not? And then step into our car and put on, I don't know, Disclosure, for example, or whatever other artist there would be in the time that we would love listening to. And it's a very fun place where to be at the moment, because we have our sort of national identity, and then at the same time, we're so small that majority of the things that we consume, that we enjoy, are actually in English or in other languages. So for us, participating with this particular song, with this message means trying to show that, hey, we have something beautiful that we would love to gift to everybody in Europe as well. So that's what Ramtai is about. It's a long story behind it, but the main thing that we want to give is really a vibe, and it's for you to figure out what exactly did we want to say with it. I think in the lyrics, if you translate them, we've managed to get that message across quite well. That it's just an open-ended question, really.
Great. So how did you find out that you will participate in Supernova this year, and how did you react?
It was an email, I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. But I mean, super stoked. And the thing is that you never know, right? And for us now, it might be a little bit of a weirder position than it was in 2022, really, because then we were maybe a little bit more naive and we thought, hey, we've written this absolute banger of a track, and obviously they're going to select us. But then now we've had a lot of experience and we know that it's not really how it works. So we really feel blessed that we're a part of this top 20. And it's such wonderful competition this year. And I think everybody who's going to be watching and listening is in for an absolute banger of a show.
Yeah, well, it's first time in many years when we have live audience in Supernova. So they will be very happy.
That's true.
So how did the songwriting process of the song look like?
Well, basically, we wrote like 100+ songs, and then we chose one.
But specifically for this one, I think that it needs to be pointed out. We've done a bunch of camps trying to write a song, not per se for Eurovision, but rather just something that we would really vibe with. And then this is the song that happens on the last day in the room that's sort of a wild card of a songwriting room, which Tums is a part of. One of the guys in the room is immobilized and not able to finish the song because nobody really takes it seriously. And I think it was really a genuine thing that was created there. And I hope that it can be heard, that it's nothing calculated, nothing has been sort of emphasized that it should be like this. Instead, it's just something that we fuck with.
But like,
Well, for real.
but like, if we look back to 2022, we took the least finished song from all demos,
Yeah, that's true.
and yeah, and chose that one for Supernova. We did the same thing this year.
Yeah, so
it was the least finished song.
I think the pattern there is that the most beautiful things happen when you allow yourself to just let go a little bit and not take yourself too seriously. We've been trying to do that for years.
Yes. So what do you do to calm down the emotions before entering the stage?
Well, I know that you wanted to say something absolutely inappropriate.
No, it's fine.
I don't know.
I mean, the emotions are a good thing, aren't they? Because when you're worried about something, it means that it matters, right? And we are worried about what we're going to be doing in Supernova. It's very important.
I'm not.
But yeah, so I don't think we ever try to drown the emotion. And again, from a musician's perspective, it is weird, but it is true somehow that no matter how guys we would be, or in the end of the day, if you stumble into the creative realm of writing songs, of performing, I really do believe that all of us are way more empathetic than other people would be, meaning that I think that I perceive the world a little bit differently, and I like that I can feel and empathize with other things, and I like being worried, and I don't know about others, but I think that it's important that we feel things when we do something, because otherwise it would just be mechanical, and I don't think music should be mechanical.
Yeah, like you figure out a lot of things while writing songs. Like you think about some stuff you've never thought about.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
the question was, how do we calm the nerves? We don't. We're all the
No.
time in a fucking panic.
Yeah, we drink a lot of coffee and then
Yeah.
we give ourselves reason to panic because our hands are shaking.
Embrace
It's
the
like,
stress, man.
oh,
Embrace it.
Dude,
Yeah.
before the finals of Supernova in 2022, I think I had like 12 cups of
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah.
I think it's even visible in
Yeah.
in the shots that my hands are shaking.
You just make a bigger problem for yourself than than performing.
So, what can we expect from you and from your performance during the Supernova?
Can we say?
I think we can emphasize some of the things. I think it's going to be different to what we've done before. I hope it's going to come across as maybe a little bit more mature from our side, because that's how we feel internally, that some time has passed. We've maybe calmed down a little bit. We're still the same 6 idiots, but but maybe a little bit with a little bit more of a baggage underneath the belt. But most importantly, we're gonna go in guns blazing, quite seriously, because as I said, I just don't have the capacity to be focused on 50 things at once anymore. So instead,
Well,
for the
maybe-
first time in a very long time, we've been hyper focused on this one thing, and it's not the outcome that we would be gunning for at the moment, but rather that we could say to ourselves that this is the best thing that we've done so far within our life, or professional life in this case. So if it's gonna all pan out, I really hope so. I think all the small things currently are really going towards that, and the simple thing is it's gonna be bold, it's gonna be different, and it's gonna be
me.
what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great timing, great timing.
So, for the end, what is your favorite Latvian Eurovision entry?
Oh,
Uh,
jeez. Well, for me, it would be brainstorm
Brainstorm,
and the
Same for
song.
me as well, yeah.
What was
Maybe.
My star.
No,
Oh,
my
my
star.
star.
My
Yeah,
star.
my star was.
Same for me.
For me, it could be Aminata. With Love Injected.
Well.
It was just iconic.
That's true.
But Pirates were good.
Yeah.
Pirates of the
I
Sea.
was gonna say-
With the high, oh, with the high, hey, we are the wolves of the sea. That was mine. I mean, every year the songs are so different that Latvia submits, and so it's really hard to pinpoint. I think that there are a lot of things that I like about each of them. If I would have to detail out one, dude, I don't know. I think
Well,
Mary N as well gets some
Yeah.
credit. She won the whole thing after all, right?
also, war is not over.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
war.
It's
Yeah, that is true. That is true. The war is not over by Walters and Kaja. I think.
always relevant.
Yeah, it might be now more relevant than it has been before. So
Yeah.
it's a really beautiful and timeless song. And then we have Tip 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 Cool Cool. So it really goes from one end to the other. There's a spectrum.
So, yeah, this was all. Thank you so much, and good luck in Supernova.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for taking.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Dun, dun.